Good morning, fiber friends. I know I said I was going to film this last night, and I apologize for the delay. My daughter was up until like 11. I gave her raisins last night at dinner, and who knew that they were going to make her banana bonkers until like 11. So the filming didn't happen last night, so I'm doing it this morning. I was requested by one of my followers to show how I hold my yarn. So when I crochet, I hold my yarn over my pinky, under my two fingers, and over my forefinger, and then I pinch like this. Now when I knit continental, I just make two slight adjustments to this. So when I hold it for continental, I wrap it around my pinky, bring it under my ring finger, and over my middle finger and forefinger, and work like that. And there's a reason, there's just a slight adjustment between this finger and this finger for a reason. So again, I wrap the yarn around my pinky, under my ring finger, and then over my middle finger and forefinger, so that the forefinger is doing the moving back and forth. And the reason for the slight adjustment is for the purling, which I'll show you. So one more time, I wrap the yarn around my pinky, under my ring finger, and over my middle finger and forefinger. It looks a little bit like this. So I don't know if any of you have ever videoed these little videos before, but you'd probably laugh if you saw the contraption I had to build to be able to get my camera at the right height. All right, so go in through the front door, grab the sack, peek out the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, peek through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, grab the sack, out through the window, off jumps Jack. And then you just continue on like that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you where the slight adjustment comes in handy. Sorry for the lighting. I promise this is going to get better, you guys. We're having all sorts of equipment coming to make videoing a little bit easier and better. I will post a picture in my stories of my setup. So again, I wrap the yarn around my pinky, under my ring finger, over my forefinger and middle finger. So slight adjustment is makes purling a lot easier. You don't have to do too much movement. As where with the English style there is a lot more movement. So when you purl, you just bring the yarn in the front and your forefinger is controlling that. So you bring the yarn to the front and you're going in through the front door, round the back, pop out the window, off jumps Jack. In through the front door, round the back, pop through the window, off jumps Jack. So it just makes all the motion is happening with your right hand, which makes it a lot easier for crocheters because that's what we're used to. It feels kind of awkward when you're going in slow motion. When you go faster, it's not as awkward. But for tutorial purposes, I'm just doing the motions a lot slower. When you get better at it, it definitely doesn't look as awkward. Okay, so that is my little tutorial about how I hold my yarn. I do have occasions where I find that throwing is necessary. For continental, those are people who pick the yarn, and for English style, those are people who throw the yarn. So there are people who can go really fast at English style. I am not one of those people, which is why continental worked out so well for me. When I am cabling, is really the only time when I find it doesn't feel right to be trying to pick because there's just so much going on when you're cabling. So I wrap the yarn around my finger and I just do this. Which I'm a lot faster at English style than I used to be. But there's people that can just tick 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 with their finger, and I can't figure out the motion to get that right. So I will speed this up a little bit. I want to show you purling one more time, and we will call it a day. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do purling one more time. And this time I'm going to show you the difference in the motion between English style and continental. So I just have to do a couple stitches to get to the purls. This isn't really a pattern or anything, I just did a swatch. I did a swatch that just has some pearls in it so that it would lay flat. Like a garter edge with a stockinette center. Alright, so for purling English style, you bring the yarn to the front, wrap it around, pull to the back, off, into the front, wrap it around, pop off. So you can see where that can be very tedious and slow, at least for me it is. Okay. So, wrap the yarn around my pinky. Sorry, wrap the yarn around my pinky, under my ring finger, over my forefinger, and then go in through the front door, grab the sack, pike through the window, off jumps Jack. I think there's a different poem for the purling, but I have to look it up. Oops. Well, here I went one too far, so what I'll do is just pop my needle back into the loop. I can make a video about how to fix mistakes. I am no expert, you guys. I am just learning this stuff and right along with you, so I can just tell you what I know. So there you go. That is how I hold my yarn to be more efficient knitter.